Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. GF slept with a stranger while we were getting to know each other. Yes, I am mad, although I am not sure why. This just feels like false advertising to me, like you say something while act something completely opposite. We were talking at the time, last year August, and she had been very clear to me from the beginning that she wanted to build an emotional bond before sleeping together, and I was in agreement with her. The first time we slept together was on my birthday, October 21st, but I was more than okay with it. Now I am not so sure. What happened was we were discussing kinks and fantasies, and she confessed that one of her kinks is consensual non-consent, and complete loss of control. So I asked if she has ever tried it, and she admitted that she has tried it once, with someone she met on Tinder, and it was wild. Apparently, they had arranged that he was to come into her apartment, do the sensi and then leave, without ever saying a word, and then they will never see each other again. But the catch, it happened in the last week of August 2021 when we were already talking, and she had told me that she wants to go slow. At the time I didn't say anything to her. It happened last night, and we just kept discussing about sensi and if we can integrate it in our sexual lives. But after she left, I thought about it some more, and it seems hypocritical. Why say something to me and then act completely opposite with a stranger? Need help, Reddit. I think if it really bothers you, it's probably best that you talk to her about it. You don't want the resentment to build up. Just be prepared for the possible fallout. I know you were replying to but your feedback/input helped me in a tangentially related matter. It's refreshing to get a different perspective from someone in a way that makes sense and actually makes one think. Thank you. There is no wrong answer here. If I was building a romantic connection with someone for months and they went and did this, I would be out. That'd bother me too, exclusive or not. When I'm working on building an emotional foundation with someone, I put my whole focus towards that one person. Does he know it upsets you? They were talking in August and she slept with someone when they weren't exclusive also in August. It didn't go on for months. I don't think this changes anything. She didn't cheat on him or break any kind of vow. And if they were really casual at the time, then maybe he would feel differently. They were talking about building something and deliberately holding off on intimacy for that goal. I wouldn't call it hypocritical like but I'd nevertheless be hurt. I would be annoyed if a woman I was seeing said, "Hey, I want to build a bond with you first before doing anything sexual," and I agreed to it, only to find out that not too long after that, she had some random guy come over, bone her, and then leave. Then we continued building a bond for another 2 months, before she tells me about the time she had sex with a stranger after we already met and were seeing each other/talking regularly. It's just like, unexpected. Let's build a bond while I bone someone else. I understand both sides. I wouldn't be able to get past it though. Absolutely this. The relationship is dead now regardless of a technically okay. Know your worth in this world. She's saying, "I don't give a crap about this random guy I had sex with once, but I find you interesting enough/I have deeper feelings for you beyond a one-night stand and want to explore that differently and not have sex that could potentially murk the waters." Yeah, me too. Maybe I'm not that evolved, but it is what it is. I would feel done if I found out this being the case. You're not alone, but there's always a segment of the population, especially on Reddit, who thinks that it's all fair game up until the literal second you're exclusive because it's not cheating. This seems myopic to me if you understand feelings work, but I guess they don't think of it that way. I actually agree with this stance about exclusivity, but I don't hide it and tell the women I am casually dating I am all about doing this when my actions are completely different. Well, actually calling her a hypocrite would be a wrong answer. She's objectively not. She wanted something with one guy and she wanted something different with a different guy. She told both of them exactly what she wanted. There's nothing hypocritical about that. Just because you eat a bagel for breakfast and you don't eat that bagel for lunch doesn't make you a bagel hypocrite. Different situations are allowed to have different circumstances. You don't have to have the exact same relationship towards everybody. He might as well have said that it's hypocritical to be friends with one person and be romantic with another person, because being friends with somebody implies that you want to be friends with everybody. That's not how that works. Just like logically and by the very definition of hypocrisy, she's not a hypocrite. Even a little bit. Except instead of food it's someone's emotions and trust who you're trying to build something with. That's what all these comments miss. Saying I want to build something deeper with you implies a relationship. Duck as many people as you want, but if you want to build a relationship, then build one. Don't do this stupid, I can bagels for breakfast and pizza for lunch gymnastics. She did build one. That's the relationship that they have right now. They have one. They built it. It might not be finished, because relationships are never finished. But she did exactly what you recommended. She ducked as many people as she wanted, and built a relationship when she wanted to. This is pretty much all that needs to be said. It's on a borderline of what people find acceptable, because taking it slow with one person while having casual sex seems like it's a paradox, but I think there's a cultural expectation that exclusivity is assumed without saying anything. I would say that if you were seriously interested in someone, you should probably avoid casual sex while you're actively feeling out that relationship, but if I were in this situation and challenged on it, it'd be a shit relationship for me to not hear her out and then take that as an opportunity to codify the rules and expectations of the relationship. You know, the what are we talk. And, realistically, cheating very early in the relationship is relatively permissible because you've likely never had that talk, so it's never been official that you're exclusive, so what seems like cheating is really a lack of clarification and a disagreement about what was assumed. It makes sense that she wanted to explore the connection she was already feeling towards you and let it mature before adding physical intimacy to the relationship. However, this doesn't mean she is against casual sex, she just didn't want to have casual sex with the person she saw herself having a long relationship with. It's not hypocritical. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not that evolved, but I would feel really crummy if someone I was building a connection with felt it was okay to do this. Update to GF slept with a stranger while we were getting to know each other. Here's the link to original op. Now to the update, we broke up, or I guess I broke up with her. I told her that now I can't trust her and this is not a relationship we both want to be in where one partner can't trust another one. She was saying it happened before we were official, but she still lied by omission to me. If she had told me that she was hooking up with someone else while talking to me, my decision about getting together with her might have been different. And anyways, I had made up my mind. She cried and asked me to attend couples counseling, but what was that going to achieve? We are North Carolina at the moment. Thank you to everyone who gave advice. I am sad right now, but I hope it gets better with time. I wish the same for her. You've been talking since August and officially only 3 months, and she wants to go to couples counseling. Get 'em out of here. Good for you, man. Thanks for posting the update. Was really interested in what you were going to do. I think you made the right decision. This was one of those I assumed would never get updated because of the wave of angry people telling him he should put up and shut up and be grateful she's picked him, so I'm glad to hear an update too. Good for you, op. You made the right call and you're 100% valid for feeling how you do and for making the decision to end it. This is something she'll either learn from or she won't, but it's no longer your problem. Plenty of other people out there. The people from the original post who seem completely normal with this happening to them boggle my mind. There's something completely wrong with them, I'm certain of it. Picked him my ass. Why wasn't he good enough for the Cincy experience? Yes. Well done, dude. I would have done the same. Huge red flag with that behavior. She's plain nasty. I was in your position once and I wish I was brave enough to do the same thing. I never really trusted my partner after that, and when we broke up I realized all this pain was for nothing. Good for you, Op. She cried and asked me to attend couples counseling. At least she saw you as a valued partner. Just remember that going forward, cause you're going to be that valued partner for the right girl. It's a shame she hooked up with someone else while maintaining she was committed to starting a relationship with you. And for all of you just saying she just wanted casual sex like Op's last post, you don't mislead someone by claiming you're committed to starting a relationship, because that implies exclusivity, and then duck someone else. Otherwise she'd have told Op about wanting to see other people when she initiated and set the boundaries. Op could have made an informed decision based off that information, and it's completely fine for him to not be okay with it now. Facts. Glad you made that decision. I would have done the same if I were in that situation. It'll suck for now, but you'll move on with time. Just cliche, but time really does make this all better. In my opinion, you made the right choice. You did good, Op. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Edit, there are still people down here saying stupid shit lol. I find it absolutely wild that there's people who think it's acceptable to move through the process of establishing a monogamous relationship while they continue to casually duck other men. And then to not tell the guy who's working hard to be the right man for her. The sheer disrespect is insane. The number of people defending it is a real eye-opener too. There's some twisted ducks out there, all right. A guy did this to me last month, literally 2 weeks after he ghosted me. He was posting a couple pictures with someone else, and I can't even comprehend doing that to someone you're in love with. You don't post a couple pictures after 2 weeks together, so he was ducking 2 people at the same time. No way in hell I could do that if I really fell for someone. I contemplated telling the girl but didn't want to get involved in more drama. It's sad for her though. Something similar happened to me and I definitely wanted to drown myself. Self-esteem equals destroyed. This. Maybe I'm old school, but I'm 31 years old and never in a million years would dream about doing this. It's incredibly disrespectful. I see so many posts saying, well, we never had the talk that we were official. Like really, are people that tense? Now that I think about it, I've been married to my husband for 7 months, but we never had the official talk that made us official. I guess by modern logic, I'm free to duck other people since we never talked about it. You didn't specifically tell me not to duck other people, so I did. Jesus, how horrible. Maybe this is an irrational fear, but this is genuinely frightening to me. I'm 22 and I feel like shit like this happens in my age group, and I'm losing hope there's anyone normal out there for me lol. If this happened to me I'd be so ducked up. It's one thing if communication and expectations are clear. Subterfuge and lies are another. My only defense of her actions is that this happened very early on in the relationship, within the first month, and they didn't clearly have a relationship by that stage. The only thing that was established was that she didn't want to have sex with him, assuming she saw potential in him and maybe didn't want to ruin it by having sex straight away. She may have a different rule set for one-night stands. She might have also thought that the Cincy guy was literally one night and then never again. So I can see that she might justify it was not mattering since she wasn't established with Op. This is a defense of her decision process. However, I fully respect Op's decision to say that it is not the kind of person he wants to be with. I've been in a similar position to him and ended up pursuing the relationship. It turned out to cause me a lot of anxiety. Now I know that my preferred partner is someone who takes a truly slow approach, maybe a bit traditional, and focuses on one person at a time as much as practical. But that's just a difference of style. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.